So it's official. The New York Jets have the 13th pick in the draft in 2023, and some obvious holes on the roster. And the question now becomes and starts to shift to who do we pick? What do we do with the pick? There's lots of options. We could trade the pick, trade back, get some more draft capital for this year, perhaps more second and third round picks, or 2024 picks. Now, for a lot of you that believe that JD should trade the pick and trade down, remember that you need a trade partner for that. So that's something to think about. It's not as simple as why didn't we trade down? There has to be somebody willing to trade down. And it also just depends on who's available when we pick and what the value of the players left on our board are to JD as opposed to the guys he would get in the later in the rounds or in the second rounds. And then there's the thought of position. So if we do pick, what position? There are a few people who think quarterback if the right one slips. I think that creates a little bit of a problem, given that we are already in debt to pay Zach Wilson so much money. Because then you're talking about Zach Wilson, a rookie, and possibly a veteran quarterback on the roster. And I don't know. The way quarterbacks get injured, that we're going to have to either play the rookie or play Zach Wilson. I don't know if that's, how many people really think that's feasible or even realistic. Even if you want to do it, do you really believe JD would do it? Then the other thing that comes up a lot, obviously, is offensive line. We saw all the problems we've had with the offensive line. Keep in mind, we do have AVT, Becton, coming back from injuries next year. I know that we cannot rely on Becton. At least that's my opinion. I don't think we could rely on Becton, but at the same time, we're not going to cut him. He's on a rookie contract. There's no reason to cut him. And he did play very good football his first year. And there is the possibility, if he is healthy and comes into camp fit, he might be a good player. But I think that we have to think more like and assume as if he's not going to play. There's also Max Mitchell, who's looking very, very good, and had a great rookie year when he was healthy. But the question is, will he be healthy? So we have question marks. Hopefully we'll have a few more answers by the time the draft comes around. So we'll be a little bit more informed, or at least most importantly, JD will be more informed. Then there's the question of safety. It's definitely a weak spot on this football team. There's no question about that. LaMarcus Joyner is not getting any younger. He's definitely long in the tooth, and except for a little bit of a run where he was playing better, struggled, and then got hurt. And then, of course, there's the disappointing Whitehead. Just not the best free agent pickup we made. We thought he was going to be a lot better, and it turns out that he's not. He misses a lot of tackles, tries to make big, impressive hits, really hurting the team, not very good in pass defense. So we definitely have a big hole at safety. There's future of the center. So it's not just tackle on the offensive line. There's questions about the future of tackle. I think we're stuck with Laken Tomlinson, but we'll have AVT. So it's really tackle and center when you talk about offensive line. On the defense, it's safety. And of course, there's linebacker. And then we don't know who we're retaining on the defensive line. So when, some people kind of are interested in putting somebody next to Quinnen Williams who can stop the run because nobody believes that Nate Shepard really did that good of a job. So we have positions of need. I mean, it's adding up. We could use a defensive tackle. We could use a safety, maybe two safeties. We could use an offensive tackle. We could use a center because we don't have that locked up. There's definitely needs in this draft, and it's going to be more than that one pick, which is why it's possible JD could go the route of trading back. Or sometimes you're just not going to have every single position be a strong position, unfortunately. Sometimes it's just not possible. But at the same time, we might pick up guys still in the open market. Again, we don't know if we're going to retain the services of Carl Lawson, of Corey Davis. So there is the path of free agency, but understand that we're going to be probably giving up most of our cap space for a quarterback, because that looks like the most likely path as far as getting some competent quarterback play onto the team. Anyway, what do you guys think? What do you think we should do with the 13th pick? There's a lot to consider. So let me have it in the chat. What would you like or in the comments? What would you like to see? So leave a comment if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. There's another video right here you can watch. And like the video and comment on the video. And most importantly, I know it was a tough end to the year, but go Jets.